YouTube channel near you.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome. We got Lorna. We got a little twisted. I don't have my sound effects. I forgot to hook up my board. Hello there, Amy WC. Welcome, everybody. Starting to slide in on a Friday evening. Jennifer, how you doing today?
Good. How are you doing? Hey,
Oh,
Lauren.
wonderful, wonderful. Broadcasting live out of Texas. Oh, yeah. Wonderful, right?
Yes.
So, this is part 3 of Tracy. We kind of extended this a little bit. We actually have a special guest with us today. And we actually have a couple faces that you all have not seen in a while. And we have another returning psychic that has returned to the show. So, yeah, so we've got some information and some faces that, yeah. So let's bring our special guest on. Gwen, how you doing there?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. So introduce yourself and tell us how you were attached to this case and a little bit about yourself before we start bringing the psychics on.
So I am a paramedic, and for 10 years I worked on the ambulance service that actually serviced the area in which Tracy Kroh went missing. So I've heard about her case for a long time, and it wasn't until recently that I actually started going, and I went to the property, one of the properties involved, and tried to see if we could find anything at that property. So
Wow. So you got the front row seat to hear what's going on. And also, you probably have a little information you're going to talk about, too, at the end and bring us full circle, right? All right.
Yes.
So let's start with a long time, somebody we haven't seen in a while, Kat from Australia. Welcome, Kat. How you doing?
Hi, well, thank you.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too, yeah, thanks. It's good to be back.
So introduce yourself and tell us what you do to get your information.
Okay, I'm Kath. I douse, I remote view, but lately my skills have kind of switched so that I'm doing a lot more tracking. Basically, that's it. Reiki master. I've done a year of forensics, a year of criminal psych. I'm a trained counsellor, specialised in abuse and trauma. I douse and find stones and people and animals, and I do a lot of mapping. I really like my mapping. And this big case I've been working on lately, there's been a whole heap of tracking involved. So my tracking seems to have improved a bit, which is good. I mean, everything you learn, every day is new. You're always learning something new, which is good because every case is different. Every individual's got a different background. So, and because of all the layers that you go down these days, it's things are becoming a lot more tricky. They're not just straight cases. The first case I started was just a normal case. Then we went into upstairs. Then we have cryptids, so they're all very different. This one was attached different because I had the photo of the double photo.
Right.
So straight up, I wasn't comfortable. So I checked out the photo, and I've just said it's manipulated. So I've left that. So the way I did this one, I had to divide them into two. So I've called the curly-headed lady on the left L1 and the photo on the right L2. As soon as I touch the photo, I have no energy whatsoever from L2. So I decide I'm just going to stick to L1 and see where we go, because I can't trust that I'm correct as far as that photo is manipulated or not. I don't know which way it's manipulated and why. So I've just got that sitting there on my side on my half split page. Okay. This one, straight up, I've got privacy issues and ethics. You'll see as I go along, where they come in. First glance, two people have the same mole, no energy from L2. This person I have as not unable to be located. So curly hair is L1. I mean no disrespect to anyone here, as officials, family. These answers are only for this moment in time. So things can change, and I never know if I'm right. Okay, so there was risky behaviour involved. Assisted help to get away. Means and opportunity was easy, and the motive was clear. I have she is alive and doesn't want to be found, and she will be in danger if she is found. Okay, we have a human female, approximately 4'11", tiny. I don't know if that's correct. I've got a murder involved. I've got SA, and I've got L1 and L2 related. As far as this photo goes at the moment, I'm still plugging along and keeping that on my right side. I've got it was a long time ago, about 30, 35 years. It's an American case. And there's a new identity involved. At this stage, I went to try and find out where they were, where she was. And I've got her over. I've only got a bad map. Hang on. Oh, sorry. So I've got her over. Oh, sorry, it's a bit hard. Underneath Washington, a state down there underneath Washington. I've got her where she left, because I had to find out where she was. Leaving from. Okay, so then I've got there are no split personalities because I'm still trying to check out this photo on the right. Recent case around 2021 or reopened. Something happened in 2021. I don't know if it was reopened then. She found herself 4 weeks after being reported missing in a mental sense. She was fully traumatized at the time, suffering from PTSD, but she was in her right state of mind. She's super intelligent, gentle, strong, no current charges as far as police go, has spent time in jail once. There's some sort of protection involved, and there's a connection of 6 other murders I've got. At this point, she was dead in name and the person she used to be. She was fully traumatized. So this is where I'm starting to get an inkling that there's an identity change coming up because of the energy starting to switch from my curly head person at the age of whenever she was around, I don't know, 18. So now my energy is starting to switch. L1, L2 related, proof of the manipulated photo. And then I've got ethics, duty of care issue coming. I've got SA involved 1 time to curly head lady. 1 male perp related. There are 3 females involved, 1 male. They seem to be related. And there's some mistruths going on. Okay, so I've got around 18, missing around 30 to 35 years. Found after 4 weeks, meaning herself. No shock remaining. I've got a location of where she went from the last.
Hello? Hey, you, where'd you go? Huh. All right. Well,
I think we lost her.
all right. Next up, Craig. Welcome back, Craig. Long time no see. How you doing there, kind sir? I'm glad to have you back to the family. Doing good. So introduce yourself and tell us all about you.
All right. I'm in my early 50s. I'm a medium paranormal investigator, energy worker. Been doing this for going on 20 years. I don't know why I end up knowing what I know, but it just is what it is. It just happens that way. So I've learned just to trust it and kind of go with it. For this case, I struggled with those 2 pictures as well. There's something, I don't know, something different about those 2 pics. I get this being in the mid 80s, I guess about 30 years ago. I'm picking up two gentlemen. I don't know if they were. A family member knows about these two people.
Will it be a son or daughter, you think, or?
Yeah, almost like a brother or a sister,
Okay.
or what I'm picking, not a child.
Okay.
It's in the States. I would say I don't know my territories really well.
Sure, absolutely.
I see 3 dumping spots. I don't know if the vehicle was found somewhere, but other things were found somewhere as well. I don't know if that's a dumping site. I don't see her being alive. It's like they moved her, or maybe threw stuff out the window.
Okay.
And then kept going, and then got rid of the body. I believe it was sexual in nature. But I think the police already know what's going on here. I think they know who did it. I think they may even have them in jail at this moment.
Wow. Okay.
Under other charges. I think what they're missing is that body in this case. I think they have all the other information they need, but the physical proof.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was talked about, or if over the years it got talked about, and that's how they found these different suspects. I want to say crime of passion, but it's not crime of passion, because I think it was all a spur of the moment thing. I don't think it was a setup per se. Wrong place, wrong time, and just wasn't in a safe area. And I don't see them finding a body. I see the body in the marsh, but it's so far gone that I don't know if it's even possible at this length of time to be able to distinguish what they're looking at. I'm sure they know how to do that, but I don't.
Right.
Did they there are two vehicles in this case?
So you are hitting on a lot of points, and when we circle back, you're gonna be like, "Aha! Ding, ding, ding!" Ain't that right, Jennifer? Yes.
I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm getting.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of dots connected. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. So if you stand back, Craig, we'll bring you right back, sir.
All righty.
Thank you, sir. All right, next up, Chris. Come on down, Chris. How you doing there, kind sir?
Chris.
Introduce yourself.
Does anybody else want to go? Because I need 5 minutes.
You got 5 minutes. All right. And next up, Kelly Joe. How are you doing, Kelly Joe?
Hi,
Welcome.
good. There's 2 separate cases.
One case. It's 2 pictures of the same girl.
All right. There is 2 men involved. Cream-colored sedan. And I smelled the overwhelming smell of gasoline in my nose, on my eyes. I was burning, not on fire, but you know how gas will make you.
Yeah.
Right.
It hurts.
Right.
Transported from one place to another. And it was a crime of opportunity, but the two men were wearing, like, you know how you wear jumpsuits to work in? They were like the light blue jumpsuits and baseball caps and the mirror glasses.
So like coveralls kind of thing.
Like worker jumpsuits,
Okay.
you know, that you zip up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she didn't know her killers. But also they told me a garrote was used.
A what?
Right.
It strangles you.
Oh, I got you.
It's French.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't that right, Jennifer? I speak French. Okay, great. I got you.
And I don't think they found the body yet, but I think that they will find bones. And they're saying that there's like a 70-mile gap from where she was last seen is where the body is.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's to the west.
Craig's giving you confirmation in the background in the backstage. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I was. And she was stuck in a trunk.
Interesting. All right. All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Kelly Jo. Stand by. Next up, the one and only Melinda. Welcome, Melinda. Long time no see. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Chris. How's everybody?
Doing good.
So basically, I do connect to spirits. So I use evidential mediumship. I also I look at the location, weapons, suspects. I've been trained through Lisa Williams and Nancy Orland Weber for psychic detective. I do dowsing, remote viewing. So anyway, the first thing I got when I looked at the picture was that she was deceased. Then I immediately go to where is the body, the remains. First thing I got was a wooded area. There is a slight embankment, and there is like a water that runs through there. The motive, I feel that this was, it was almost like it was planned, but it's like last minute planned. It's someone that I think is an acquaintance of hers, but not like really good friends or anything like that. Because I think that they planned on sexual assault, but then it got a lot worse than what they anticipated. I do feel there is two males involved. I feel that they are friends. Again, I'm getting 9 miles from the last place that she was seen.
Okay.
Again, wooded area. I feel that there was a dark colored vehicle involved. And then when I got into contact with her, she was showing me, like the way spirit works with me, they will show me things, they will say certain words, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to go through every word, and it's either she showed me the word or she said the word. And I do feel that she was strangled. And so these are the following words and stuff that I was shown. August 5th. I was shown the name Matt. I was showed water, woods, and trees. Now here was this word. It was a little bit confusing because she showed it, and I feel like it goes together, but then again, it may not. Hella and then facts. And I don't know what that means. I always think about in law enforcement of what we do there. But anyway, she showed me the number 134, the word mountain, and house. She showed me Alex. I don't know if that's I'm assuming that's a male's name, but I'm not for sure. The word acres. She showed me the 10 p.m. And then she kept showing me a vehicle that I feel like was possibly hers. And I did find one online. I'll bring it all up in a few minutes. And it was blue in color. She showed me white shoes, a purse, and I feel like it was a small purse from what I could tell from it. And it had it's either butterfly or unicorns or something on it. And then sort of, it looked like a piece of jewelry, but I'm not for sure on that either. It was round, and it was like a rabbit or something that was on there. Those are all of the things that she either verbally said to me or she's shown to me. So I like I said, I do feel that this was something that was planned, but it was not like a long-term planning. It was like a moment of opportunity, but they had been watching her, and then they said it's in the perfect opportunity. But I don't feel like they planned on killing her at all. It was more like a sexual assault. But then again, it turned into something a lot worse. So let me show you. I did do a drawing. So let me get these pulled up. And let's see here.
I don't have any sound effects, so I'm doing my mouth.
And you know me, I have trouble with this. Okay, here's the vehicle. Anyway, it looks similar to this. This is the only thing that I could find that looks similar, because it was like weird shaped to me.
There we go.
It really didn't make any sense, other than I was like, this is an old vehicle. So I don't know, but that's what she was showing me. So let me get rid of this one. Okay, and then this is a vehicle that the perpetrators used. Anyway, it's very similar to this. It was like a dark colored truck. I want to say it was like in the 80s model, something to that nature, but it looked very similar to this vehicle here. And it was dark in color. Okay, now I'm going to show you the sketch.
Jennifer, why are you so...
I love her sketches.
I know, right?
Now, in this, I felt like the hair was a little bit longer, but this is him like middle-aged. This is not him, because this is the way she presented him to me. And when she presented him and she showed me, it was like images here and there. And so I was trying to get it while she was doing it. But she kept saying Matt. So I feel that is this person's name, and I feel he is connected to it.
I don't know. Is that close enough?
Is it what?
I don't know. I was just trying to compare.
Yeah.
I mean, what did he look like when he was younger? I mean, what was his first name? Gwen, do you know his first name?
I do know his first name. His first name is, hold on, Mark Eugene Warfel.
Okay. Go ahead, Melinda. Anything else?
Basically, that she was telling me something about how was she trying, because I didn't understand it really, but she was trying to explain to me something about someone is being blamed, but it was someone else that did it. Okay. So I don't know. And
really?
And she showed me the name Matt, and that he had an accomplice, and they were friends. So that's everything I got. So
we just took a twist and a turn, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, stand by, Melinda. Thank you, ma'am. Interesting. All right, Christopher, give me a thumbs up if you're ready there, gentlemen. All right, you give me 2 thumbs up. All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I did my remote viewing this morning, and what I was picking up on was a girl in her mid to late 20s, but what I also saw was there was a gentleman in his late 80s, maybe early 90s, that is currently in incarceration. I feel like he's committed other crimes, which is why he's there. I think the crimes that he's in for was not related to this young girl that I was picking up on. The girl, like I say, was in her late 20s. I also kept picking up on the older man's wife. And I kept hearing the word suspicious with her. And something about a son that I think he has a son or older child that doesn't speak to him very much. The son's not associated with his dad too much, and I guess hated him. That's what I was picking up on. I kept picking up on a garage and vehicles, and a lot of cars. And I felt like he'd had this garage for a while because the garage looked old. and I felt like there was other people involved in this, not just gentlemen. There was somebody else involved. And what I was picking up on was kind of like what's the old word, accomplice.
Yes.
And the guy that was an accomplice was a younger man with dark brown hair, from what I was writing down. And the gentleman would always use, the older man would always use the excuse when he was questioned about stuff that I'm working on cars. I've been working on cars all day. He's not liked by several people in the area, and I kept picking up on this young girl in her late 20s, early 30s at the time of her disappearance. But then the more I got into it, she's not missing. She's deceased, because I kept hearing the gentleman laughing as if he had caused the reason why she was deceased. But not just him; he had an accomplice. There was a vehicle involved. I kept seeing a kind of like a station, not a station, late 70s brown truck, but I couldn't pick up a name on the truck or the brand, model number, or anything. The girl is near or on the property, and she is within at least 20 feet from where the garage is, and I could be wrong on that. And I kept picking up on the gentleman's not confessing. I feel like he has like he doesn't talk much. I was trying to pick on what he's saying today, but he's not saying anything. I feel like maybe he has dementia or Alzheimer's, and that he also something about a blanket, like he's covered up in a blanket, and that's my case.
All right, Chris, we're staying by there, sir. So let me, before we bring Gwen in and start talking, let me hit a button so Jennifer's not big. And voila, there we go. And action here. Action. Here we go. Hold on, Jennifer.
Oh, wait, I've got the video yet.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. See? Thank you. Go ahead. You got it up there?
Okay. Wait a minute. Here we go. Yes.
Or Angela. Yeah, we got a video, ladies and gentlemen, from Angela.
Share screen. Yep. Audio.
Okay.
Share here.
Okay.
Ready?
I got it.
All right.
Hello, Grizz. I apologize. I'm not able to be there for the show, but I am able to present a
Thank you, Angela. Appreciate it.
And my impressions. I am currently in Columbus trying to set up for a fair. So I had to set up a video here for you of my impressions. So my initial impression was that the woman in the photo, and of course all we got was a photo, that she was held against her will. I see a black sedan. And there was a woman involved in planning this. There was a woman and a man involved in this. And that the intention was to hold her hostage for money. I kept seeing a small shed or something that she was held in, like a very small shed. And they originally intended just to hold her hostage until they get the money. The female believed that either the mother connected to this woman or someone connected to this woman had money, and they were holding her for money. But it was just too much effort to continue to maintain holding her hostage, and also they were afraid of getting caught. So the male strangled her, and I kept seeing a bridge, that she was thrown over a bridge or an overpass. And I'm showing that the cause was strangulation. I also felt pain in this area of my head, so I also felt like she was severely struck in the head to make sure that she was dead as well. And the man has still not been caught. I did get the letter P associated with this crime, like the person who is associated with this crime has a P in the name, the letter P. And I also got the impression that the killer will be revealed, will be unveiled. There is a female partner that he was working with to kidnap this woman and perpetrated this crime. So thank you very much, Grizzly, for involving me. And I apologize I can't be here, but I certainly hope the video will help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And action.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When Tracy Kroh's sister Kim visited Mark Warfel in his hospital room, Warfel didn't know the woman he called Weedy was recording the conversation. Warfel had been friends with Kroh's parents, Ivan and Ellen, for years. Almost immediately after Kim arrives, Warfel asks her for help getting a lawyer.
They put me in prison because I was connected with Tracy Kroh.
During the more than 2-hour conversation coordinated by state police and the Dauphin County District Attorney's Office, Warfel goes on to say he knows who killed the 17-year-old and claims he's actually the one who solved the case.
As far as I know, she was sitting up near the post office, near the studio.
He details what he believes happened in the Millersburg Square in August of 1989, blaming a man he refers to as Big Goofus.
Well, now let's put it this way. From what I figured it out, he talked her in to taking her for a little drive with her car.
Who was driving?
He was.
Oh, okay.
Because the way Ivan said when the seat was back against, about the big goofus she was with.
Oh, okay.
So I put these things together.
Kim presses him for more.
Well, how did he kill her?
Well, I would say he choked her because she was so little.
Warfel doesn't say how he knows the information, but offers details.
He very likely put her in one of them mine shafts.
What mine shaft?
Up around Loyalton.
He explains the person who killed Tracy kept some of her clothing as a souvenir. Warfel tells Kim he's the one who told investigators where to find it.
I told him exactly where the clothing was. They said, where is it? Well, I said, that on the second farm, you look to your left, and there's a long walkway into the house. And they dug it up, and that's exactly where the clothing were.
We checked with the Dauphin County District Attorney about Warfel's claims. He tells us investigators never searched that property and haven't found any of Tracy's clothing. But in an interview last month, the DA told us that some of Warfel's statements on the tape are, quote, very significant. Warfel maintains his innocence.
So if there's anything you'd like me to remember, to try and remember.
He also offers to help Tracy's little sister find closure. And Shannon, on your side, WGAL News 8.
All right, Gwen, take it.
Chris, I'm telling you, I'm writing down notes. I'm writing down notes from every one of the psychics you brought on, and I'm completely blown away. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start.
So the good thing is that it's actually recorded, right? So we can go back and rewatch it. And
yeah, there will be a trooper and I watching this next to my notes because so Melinda hit on that there was a Matt involved. Tracy was dating a man named Matthew Webster. And he and a woman, Holly Mallier, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. How do I? Okay. Matthew Webster in 2019 was charged with perjury in the case because he allegedly admitted to a witness, Holly, that he was involved in Tracy's disappearance. So the police department set up a wiretap, and they got Holly Mallier to meet with Matthew Webster and see if they could get them to talk about this case on the wiretap. But when the wiretap happened, Holly Mallier on the wiretap said that the police coerced her into saying those things.
oh, no way.
Yes. So they both were charged
Inadmissible.
with perjury, and they were both released for time served. But at one point, Matthew Webster was noted to have said that it was supposed to be a rape and done, and then it turned into a lot more. He denied that on the witness stand. He said it to someone, but then denied it on the witness stand. So, so many notes. I have so many notes here. Her car was found, which I'm not sure who showed the picture of the car, but holy
Melinda.
shit, was that not spot on? Because she drove a blue striped white 1971 Mercury Comet. So spot on, right? I almost had a heart attack when you said that and showed that car. 9 miles from where her car was last seen is where they found her wallet and her belongings. And you said that she would be 9 miles from where she was last seen.
Yes.
There is a creek there, and you said that she would be near water. A couple of them, I think, alerted to that there would be some water.
Right.
Her belongings were found along a creek 9 miles from where her vehicle was found. That's a heavily wooded area. There's a lot of trees. Melinda, you said Mountain House.
Right.
That is the name of a road, Mountain House Road. I was at that property and investigated a garage that sits on that property.
No way.
That the gentleman that's sitting in prison for unrelated charges, you all hit that one on the head. He is in prison for other related or for other charges not related to this missing person. He owned that garage. He worked on cars in that garage. I have been to that property.
That it is him.
And that is Mountain House Road. I could have died when you specifically said that. I don't know what the purse or anything looked like, so I'm going to have to get with the police department, with the officer to know what the details were of what her wallet looked like. But you also said Halifax, and that is the neighboring town.
Wow.
That's what that meant. Okay.
Yes, it's Halifax. It's a name of a town. So I'm blown away. I cannot wait to call the state trooper that's tied to this case, because I'm going to take this video and all of my notes and oh my God, we're going to find this girl.
Awesome.
There you go, Craig. This is
And
what
I
you
am
wanted, right?
So excited. Yes.
Hey, Gwen, the picture that Melinda did that look like someone to you?
I have not seen any earlier photos of
The state trooper will
gentleman.
have it.
Yeah, the state trooper will have it. The thing I thought was also interesting, because Chris said it, the gentleman that's sitting in jail is like 90 years old now, and he's starting with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yep.
So I was like, oh my gosh, like this, I'm really, oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm if I wouldn't get in trouble, I'd call off work tomorrow. And I'm actually sitting at work. So I'd be like at the trooper's doorstep going, hey. Oh my God. I'm so excited by everything that you all said, because you all backed each other up, which was phenomenal. And I can't wait to get out there and I'm sure there's details here that you all have said that I wouldn't be privy to, because police department doesn't release every little detail. So
right.
I'm dying to
absolutely.
see how head on we are with this.
Right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this and you've got a unsolved case or a missing person case you'd like us to take a look at, make sure and send it in to us, or Jennifer or myself or the network, and we'd be more than happy to take a look at it. That's what Gwen did. She was at an event that I was at. She was like, hey, I have a case, didn't you, Gwen?
Yep.
Yes, I did.
And Gwen,
absolutely.
to validate another point a couple of them touched on, will you tell them the date she disappeared?
Oh my gosh. She disappeared August 5th of 1989.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what August 5th was. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen on the panel, thank you all for attending and working on the case. We greatly appreciate it. This one, ladies and gentlemen, was a 3-part case, because Gwen got called in last week and we extended it an extra week, and Melinda couldn't do it last week.
Right.
So welcome back, Melinda. So from coast to coast around the world, everybody, we'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock. Take care. Or
Bye.
9 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.